Today I'm going to show you how to simplify algebraic expressions. I want you to copy down the examples that I give you and make sure you try the examples I asked you to try on your note sheet as well. Take a look at this first example here. It says 4 times x plus 5. To simplify this, the distributive property would tell me to multiply the 4 by everything on the inside. So I'm going to multiply 4 by x, and that gives me 4x. 4 times 5, and that gives me 20. And then you bring down whatever operation you have in the middle. I can't simplify this any further because I don't know what x is. So I can't evaluate or solve. That's why it's called simplifying. Take a look at this example. It's exactly the same except the number outside the parentheses is at the back, at the end. I'm still going to follow the same process. I'm going to do 6 times y, which is 6y, plus 6 times 10, which is 60. Again, I'm simplifying the expression. I want you to now pause the video and try these two problems on your note sheet. Unpause it when you're finished and we'll check your answers. Hopefully these were pretty simple. 2 times a plus 5 equals 2a plus 10. A common mistake when using distributive property is that students will sometimes forget to multiply the 2 by the second number inside the parentheses and get a wrong answer of something like 2a plus 5. So don't forget to distribute that 2 throughout everything inside the parentheses. Let's check this one. 3 times b plus 6 is simply 3b plus 18. Get that one right? Let's look at a slightly more complicated example. Here we see the same thing. We've got a number outside the parentheses, but in this case our operator inside is subtraction. So we're just going to do the same thing, multiply 3 times m to get 3m, 3 times 4 to get 12, and then bring down the operator, which in this case is subtraction. Now this one's pretty tricky. Watch this one closely. I'm going to recopy it for you. The number outside the parentheses this time is a negative. So I've got to be really careful when multiplying. Negative 9 times n is negative 9n. But look at this. Not only do I have a negative 9, but I've got a minus 7, which means this really is like a negative 7 as well. And negative 9 times negative 7 is positive 63. So instead of bringing down a subtraction, I bring down an addition. Let me show you that another way. Same problem. I'm going to write it differently. Negative 9 times n. Okay, that part's pretty straightforward. Negative 9n. I could bring down the minus sign here and then think, okay, negative 9 times 7, negative times a positive is a negative 63. And you may be thinking, you just got a different answer. Well, no, if you look closely, you'll see this is minusing a negative and this is adding a positive. And that really is the same thing. I can write negative 9n minus negative 63 as negative 9n plus positive 63. So don't let that subtraction sign throw you off. Just think of it as changing the sign of whatever's behind it. So that's like a negative 7. Check and see if you understand. Pause the video and try these two problems down here, 4a and 4b. Unpause it when you're finished and we'll check to see how you did. Move them up here a little bit. The answer to 4 times d minus 3 is 4d minus 12. You can also write that as 4d plus negative 12. That's the same thing. This one is definitely trickier. Negative 7 times e is negative 7e. But then, look at that negative or that subtraction. Negative 7 times negative 4 is positive 28. Your final final answer should be written like that. Right, bring these examples to class tomorrow and we'll practice some more.